WNYT, Albany, in HD. This is Forum 13.
Welcome back to Forum 13. I'm Phil Bailey. We're talking running with George Regan, who is the director of, you may know him as a director of Freihofer's Run for Women, but he's here as the new director of Troy's Turkey Trot, the oldest turkey trot in the capital region, and there are a number of them. And it's a great history, which we're going to talk to you about. We're also joined by Mayor Lou Rosamilia. Troy's Mayor, thank you both very much for joining us.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you for this opportunity.
Huge. It's already the biggest. It's already the biggest. And what, Mr. Mayor, it apparently was getting so much bigger, you decided this really isn't a function of City Hall anymore?
We felt as though we wanted to make it better and better every year. And the best way to do that was to go out and get the best person in the area. And that's why George is with us and working with us this year. And we expect a lot of George, and we want to make sure that each year we add something new, something exciting to make the event more and more exciting each year.
Nobody has a better reputation than George. I mean, again, the Freihofer's Run for Women that you have been operating for so long, and it has become huge. One of the big national running events. So anyway, now you're taking over the Turkey Trot, and you've done this before, haven't you? Years ago?
The Turkey Trot, yes. Yeah. I've worked in an ancillary role, support role mostly. Now I'm at the head of the ship here, and as you said, this event has great history, it has great tradition, Mayor, and we all know that. It is the 12th largest Turkey Trot. It's in the
country.
It's the 12th largest in the country. It's the 11th oldest in the country, and it's been running since 1916. So you know, there's a lot of people, and it's on a great day. It's on a day of thanks. It's on a day of giving, and families. A lot of families involved. So it's a big chore, and it takes a lot of work. And it's not just me. I'm just the manager of this. You know, I've got an organization behind it, USA Track and Field, and the board of directors there. And those people in their own rights, they're race directors. Collectively, we probably have 100 years of road race management behind us, behind this team.
Yeah, and you know where they're coming from because you're still a runner.
That's right.
1916 is when this race started. Now, I know there were interruptions.
There were a few interruptions.
Tell us about the history. How did this get started?
Well, it got started as it was for veterans of World War I. That's how it started. And it started as a 2-mile race in 1916, and it ran, you know, on and off for years until 1960. Is that right?
Yes.
And it was Bill Carley.
Yes.
He was the Parks and Rec director at that time. He revived it, and it's been going from 1960 straight on continuously until today. And I worked with Bob Barnes. He was the Parks and Rec manager at the time. We worked for 13 years together on the event.
There are, on November 22nd, there are really 4 different events in the Turkey Trot.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
10K is the first event of the day. That was one of the changes we made this year because, you know, like I said, it's Thanksgiving Day. People have the day planned. They're going to eat. and hopefully they'll give thanks and they'll be with their families. We already have 27 states represented. These are people coming back to Troy that they have family here, and they're going to spend their time with them Thanksgiving.
Entries from 27 states.
Yes, yes. Isn't that amazing?
It's a reunion.
It is a reunion.
It's a reunion. The people come to Troy for this event. We know about it. They know about it. It is a reunion. It's well organized. It's a tradition, and people just love to get together. I mean, you don't have to be a runner to enjoy the Turkey Trot.
Yeah, I always enjoyed covering it. So the 27 states, are these largely people who grew up in Troy? They've moved on, but they like to come back?
I would say they're coming back for family.
Yeah,
their families here, so they're going to spend their Thanksgiving back in Troy, the city that they were born in. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
And
but we should send a questionnaire out on that and find out.
And it's an integral part of the day. And as George said before, the day has been planned, and the Troy Turkey Trot is part of that plan.
This is generational? I mean, do you get, you know,
it's all about the family. Yeah. And that was why
parents,
we added
siblings, grand siblings.
Definitely.
At least 3 generations in some races.
Really?
Yes.
Really.
And we've added teams, mother-daughter teams, sister-sister, mother-son, father-son, brother-brother, sister-sister. Yeah, because we want to augment that the theme, that family theme. It's very important to us.
So, Mr. Mayor, when City Hall decided this is getting bigger than for us to handle, like I'm so saying, we should be handling the matters of the city rather than this great event. But I mean, you could have at that point, I guess, said, well, so it's not going to be any longer because we have more serious things to do, not the greatest economy in the world, etc. But you decided it was worth it.
Definitely.
This is
a signature event for the city of Troy, and we emphasize that it's important to the city. It's, like I said before, it's a reunion, it's a tradition. It's something people look forward to doing on Thanksgiving Day. Regardless of the weather, we've always had a great turnout. I think it's been 1 year, and that's the span of time that we had to cancel it because of too much snow. But short of that, it's been running pretty smooth since then. And what's really important to me is not only is it a great tradition, but it's an opportunity for the community to give back. It's a community event. And what's going to happen as a result of this, the Turkey Trot, the organizers, the sponsors, we're going to be able to raise some money. And that money is going to be given back to the community, the organizations that provide such a vital service to our neighbors, to our residents, and our students and the children in the community.
Who are some of the charities that will benefit from the Turkey
This year
Trot?
we have identified the Troy Boys and Girls Club, the Lansingburg Boys and Girls Club, and the Northeast Food Bank, Regional Food Bank. So they'll benefit from the event itself. And we're asking people to, when they do come, to bring a non-perishable item with them. So if we get 7,000 runners, we'll have 15,000. We could have as many as 14,000 to 15,000 people in the city of Troy, because everybody seems to bring not only the runners, but people that come to support them. And as I said before, it's just it's a wonderful day.
And it is a big spectator event.
It is.
By the way, there is parking. You guys are taking care of parking, right?
Yes, and you can find that on the website also.
Okay.
We got 3 parking garages. We got a couple other big parking areas that are available that the city owns.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And George, so you have 4 events, I think. You have a 10K, 5K. There's a children's run, is there not? And there's a walk?
A grade school mile, and there's a turkey walk. Yes.
Okay.
And they start at 8:30, and the last event goes off at 9:45. So, and that's the 5K. So everybody will be done by 11 o'clock, and they'll be able to go home and have their time with their family.
How can people register? Can they register same day?
No, they cannot register.
That's important to know.
On the day of the race, but they can register on Wednesday, the 21st, which is the day before the race. Right. And we're going to open up. That'll be at the Troy Atrium, and we're going to open up registration starting on Saturday, the Saturday before. So it'll be Saturday, Monday, Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thanksgiving morning. They can still pick up their chip and their bib and their T-shirts, but they can't register on Thursday morning.
And you can't register online right now?
Yes, you can.
Oh, you can. So you can register online now.
You can register online now, right up until Saturday the 20th at midnight.
And then when you pick up, your chip, your bib,
you can register
that's
there.
Going to be, so they can pick up, what'd you say then?
Tuesday and Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
At the atrium?
At the Troy Atrium.
Okay. And there is other entertainment planned, is there not?
Yes. We're going to keep that as a surprise, though. We want to surprise you,
Bruce
Phil.
Springsteen?
I've asked him, but he's busy that day.
That would be a surprise.
It's Thanksgiving.
Are there other changes in the race?
Well, we have gender-specific T-shirts for men and women, and they're technical shirts. So that's a little bit of a change. The schedule, of course, as I mentioned, the 10K, which is USA Track and Field's championship. And it's the end of their Grand Prix, 12-race Grand Prix series. That's going to start at 8 o'clock instead of starting at, what did it start at 10 before. So that's a change. So, yeah, there's quite
George,
a few
because you also mentioned it's changing the course.
Oh, that's right. What am I thinking?
We had a course.
We're talking about changes, Real quick, though, because then we got to go.
All right. Well, we're going up and back on River Street. It's back to the traditional format of the Turkey Trot, and we're finishing at Monument Square, which was the traditional finish of the Turkey Trot.
All right, and so much is happening on River Street, isn't it? I mean, it's really percolating in Troy.
It has come a long way, and we're going to continue that.
All right, very good, very good. We got to go. Troy Mayor Lou Rosamilia, thank you very much for joining us. George Regan, who is now directing the Troy Turkey Trot, thank you very much for joining us on Forum 13. We will see you next week.